Hi, it's Thursday, the 2nd of July, and as usual, we're watching the morning session of Eurostoxx. I wanted to take a quick video of the trades that I've taken today. I've still taken way too many, about 9 trades in a little over an hour. I've taken some good ones and taken some not good ones, and I wanted to just get it on tape. So this turned out to be a range-bound day. We opened about here at 89, we went all the way up to 07, 08, and we chopped about, tested the high, and then went down, not without some chopping. Tested this, nobody wanted to sell it at this point, nobody interested in taking it lower than the open. Went all the way up, down, up, you know the story. So when I started looking at it, it had put a good move up, a good move down, and another good move up. So I assumed that there was nobody interested in buying the highs. There was a bit of topping. I sold it. I was wrong because they ran it all the way up, and I was suckered into buying the top once again. I realized it pretty quickly, so I got out with 3 ticks loss, and I reversed because of course we were at the high of the day, range bound day. This thing was going down. As soon as I entered, this thing started to stall. There was a build up in contracts on the book that didn't make me feel too well, as we had just run the high by just a couple of ticks. So I thought this could go up higher, so I preferred to bail out. I re-entered short, however, shortly after. When I saw this, I entered short, thinking that it would break the level. Then I saw this, I put my stop at 01. Didn't like trading more at 500, bit of a psychological level. This was a level that was bounced on before, so we came higher, we bounced on this. They bid it, they took it lower, they broke it, and they offer it. Took it down all the way as much as it could. Saw prints coming in on the bid. I exited for a nice little gain. Here there was a bounce. I thought we tested it a couple of times. This was going to go higher. Eventually it did, but first had a little bounce higher. When I saw that they were trying to drive it down, we still had a little ways to go until the low of the day, so I just bailed out for 1 tick. However, when it went down and couldn't reach the low of the day once again, we made a double bottom, made a head fake into the lower of the day, and then reversed. Then I went in longer, and this was nice. It bounced off this little level right here. It went bid, and I took it for as long as I could. Here it was sold pretty heavily. I didn't want to enter this chop zone, so I just exited. It was a fast, quick, clean move. Here it looked somehow like they wanted to run the top. The book really looks stacked on the bid, and there was some bounce in here at 02. It didn't want to trade lower, so I went long just in time for the price to break down. Luckily I caught it quite early, and I bailed at 02 and entered short. My reasoning behind this, and I still think this was a very sound trade, even though I didn't hold it until the natural finish of it, is that we tried to go lower twice, made a head fake, then tried to go higher twice. There was nowhere else to go. People here really lost interest, and they were bidding like mad here, trying to make it higher, to make it go higher, and they failed. So of course you would have to go lower for quite a few ticks. The reason I didn't hold this trade very long was cumulative delta. You look at how cumulative delta is, at what it's doing here, and we have positive cumulative delta. Not a massively positive, it's just 1,000 contracts, but we're on very low volume, so everything counts. And for the time being, I mean, until now, it's been reasonably accurate in predicting where the price was going. So we have positive cumulative delta, price going negative. Here we absorbed those contracts, we took it down a little more, and then I saw this, and I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna go out. The mistake that I did was to enter a trade in the middle of the range, going short. I automatically assumed that because we tested the high and we couldn't go higher, we were on a downward price pattern, price voyage, it would have to test the low again. Little did I know that it just reversed on me. 5 ticks this. I just turned my head away from the computer and this went all the way up and it took me out. And now I think it's just chopping, honestly. We tested the two extremes. Not much interest below the open, not much interest before the weekly, above the weekly open. We've put a lot of volume between 03 and 94, which is our volume, high volume area for the day, for the moment. And now it's stopping at 94, it's bouncing off this 94, it's bouncing off 04. So we're just range bound here. I'm gonna try and scalp this if I can, but I'm not too confident because this has been already broken and the price not going to the extremes. I feel awkward in fading because it could very well just visit the lower very quickly and then revert back, and my stop is too tight. I don't want to put a stop that is higher than 5 ticks. So we'll see. I'll stop the video here and maybe I'll make a recap later on of the more trades if there's going to be any more that I take.